How y'all doing? Coming to you from the Jeep.
Are you from the Jeep? Morning, YouTube. It's Sunday. Usually we do not share our Sundays once again, but here we are again, stuck. We have to share our Sundays, baby.
We are late. We owe y'all a video. I hope y'all enjoyed the bonus video. If you haven't seen it yet, please go back and subscribe, watch it. It was fun making. So we're back to you again together this time.
I was there at the end.
I did that video. Hello. Hello.
So basically, since y'all saw all the videos of our engagement party and everything like that, everybody is wondering where did the thought come from of the Snapchat process. So we're going to give you an insight about the Snapchat, what I want to say, Snapchat proposal. Give you an insight about the Snapchat proposal. That's actually more in tune to how we met.
Tell them all about it, baby. You planned it. What made you think of the Snapchat proposal? What was the process? Well, first of all, let me tell you something that's funny. So when I planned the party for New Year's, I was like, ooh, we should get a Snapchat filter. So I was searching for Snapchat filters. And everywhere I was looking, it was like, you need 24 hours to make it. You have to create it from scratch. And I was like, the fuck? I'm not about to do all that. Like, it's the day of the party. It's New Year's Eve. I don't have time for that. So I was telling Terrence while we were getting dressed, like, oh my God, I really want to do a Snapchat filter. But it said you had to do it in advance. And then all of a sudden, here goes this New Year's Eve from Carmen and Terrence filter that comes up. And he like, oh yeah, I created that one early, but it never clicked. Like, when did he have time to create it if they need 24 hours in advance notice? And it never clicked because I was too busy, super busy. I'm just using the filter all day, not thinking about it. Like, he had to do this in advance. And what would make him do it in advance since I planned the party? Stupidity on my part.
Not too stupidity. It was just, she was so in tune with the party, she had literally no idea what was going on. We let her plan her own engagement party, people. She was into it. She was running back and forth to the store. Her friends were being like super, super nice, which they are nice, but this is like one of them cases where she should have been thinking like, like what's going on? I'm talking about we bought, liquor, we bought food. I made all this food. I didn't really get into it because as couples, we do argue. Nah, not that weekend. Whatever you want, baby. Whatever you want. What do you want, baby? You need me to go to the stuff, baby? I got you. No problem.
Oh, but tell them all the stuff that went wrong. Like...
Oh my God. So our party was planned and we had rearranged our front living room and our dining room area because it's all the same. So first thing goes wrong is our kitchen light. The kitchen light goes out. Not just the bulb, but the whole light fixture goes out. Done.
Fried. Finito.
And we had set up the background and everything in that kitchen. So now where we are is no light. So as you see, our engagement video is very, very dark, unfortunately. But that was a kitchen light. That was the first thing that went wrong. Second thing went wrong, we found out afterwards that we could have fixed. When you have people in your house, it's probably best to you to take them around the house and show them everything that you shouldn't do and shouldn't unplug, put it like that. Because we have a cable network, which everybody probably got, Xfinity. So they put a, what is it called, antenna.
Like an adapter.
Like an adapter, like a power antenna adapter, and you have to plug it up inside your house. So in our guest bedroom is where they put that. We had somebody in the guest bedroom, and they needed to plug up their phone. So they unplugged our adapter. That took down our cable, internet people. We're out of it. We're pissed. Like, okay, so we ain't got no light in the thing. Second of all, now we ain't got no cable, no internet, no Wi-Fi. So I'm worried because half the time our phones do not work in our house. I done made these Snapchat filters, which I made 2. We might not even get them. If you don't have a good network on your cell phone, you might not even get them. So it's just like going downhill from there.
It was just all bad. Small stuff to me at the time because I'm like, oh, it's just friends over. I'm not thinking it's the engagement party. So that changed everything. My engagement video is so dark, but it was such a good time, and I hate that all that stuff happened. But finished telling them the thought process behind the proposal.
So behind the proposal is basically how me and Kermit met. Me and Kermit met through Snapchat. So I figured, because we met through Snapchat, I was gonna make a filter of me proposing to her on Snapchat, which I may and may not be the first person to ever propose through Snapchat. I'm not sure. What you think? Already saw. Yeah, I'm the first. Don't worry about it. I am the first.
He hopes he's the first.
I'm the first.
That's his way of saying, please let me be the first to have ever done it.
So, this is one of them opposite situations, people. I didn't slide through the DM. Somebody else did.
Whatever.
Go ahead. Tell them how you slid through my DM.
The story is, okay, of course, Terrence cooks. So we have no idea, first of all, how we started following each other whatsoever. That's still a mystery in general. But I had seen him make some turkey burgers. And I mean, they look like turkey burgers off a magazine. So I simply said, first of all, in my real life YouTube, y'all get the real nice version of Carmen. Y'all get the cool, nice, calm, collective. You know, y'all get the good Carmen. Outside of this life, I'm just kidding, but comfortably, I'm halfway disrespectful. So I slid in Terrence's DM and I was like, where the fuck you get them turkey burgers from? Like, where? Like, who bought them? What restaurant? We both live in Chicago and I can go get them. Okay?
I did turkey burger.
That was my thoughts. And he came back with,
I made that turkey burger.
that was me. I made that. So I was like, okay, what you got in them turkey burgers like? Since I can't purchase these and these were handmade, I'm just trying to figure out how I can get me one. And this went on for, first of all, it was ridiculous because I had hit him up about the burgers. And I would say I'm quite cute myself, you know? So at the time I'm single, I'm living my life. And I'm just like, what is taking this man so long to respond? So he'll like dry respond in days. Like, oh, yeah, I got you. Or coming soon. Don't worry. And I'm just like, the fuck? This, like, first of all, who do you think I am? Number one. But I was dry flirting with him all the time. Studies, like, peeking in his inbox, watching his snaps. But he wasn't really responsive.
Y'all know how the light-skinned chicks is, right? So I'm just like, hey, light-skinned chicks, they don't want nothing to do with me. They just want my burgers. Can't have my burgers.
Whatever.
No, seriously, people, it was just one of them things where you see somebody that you actually want, but you gotta get rid of everything else in your life to make sure it goes as planned. So in my thought process, damn, I'm talking to somebody, but I'm not dating anybody. She's pretty. She's cute. I see she got everything going for herself. You know how y'all be on Snapchat trying to see where they live at, see if they got their own house, got their own car. I'm just like, oh man, like, I can't play around with this girl. So, therefore,
okay,
I'm going to push her off as far as possible until I get rid of everything. You know, the whole saying, goddamn it, get rid of all my... So, I had that. I had to basically do that, and I told her that, and that was about December when I told you? December, after a couple of months of her dry flirting, me talking back and forth through Snapchat, that's when we actually finally decided to meet up after December, and we met up for our first date.
That was December 2015.
15.
And when was our first date?
January 6, 2017. No, 16, I'm sorry.
So January 6, 2016 is the first day we met. It was our first date. Tell them about it, baby.
So basically I picked the spot. Well, no, you picked the spot.
I think I did.
She picked the spot, place in Hyde Park, Chicago.
Well, hold on. First of all, before we even get there, he was supposed to cook for me. Within these months of dry flirting, I thought I was getting either a turkey burger or a meal or something. None of that came. None of it. What came was, oh, I do owe you food, huh? I'll take you out. That ain't cooked food, but okay, we'll roll with it.
Anyway, It would have been a lot cheaper if I'd have cooked for this lady, because trust me, that bill was high. We was in there at least 2 hours.
Whatever that.
So the inside joke that we always tell everybody, we was already together 2 years on our first date, because we had a nosy man in our atmosphere just kept prying on my date. Oh, how long y'all been together? She cute, you fine, blah blah. Oh, hold on, we already been together for 2 years. We just here having a date. We changed our names up and everything, because this dude was just like ridiculous.
It'd
But
be
we had a
funny if
good
he was
time.
watching this YouTube video like, I remember them.
That ugly dude, he can't have that pretty fine girl. No, he can't. Yes, I can. It's my girl. We've been together 2 years since our first date.
We was lying up a storm, okay? We were lying about how long we've been together, where we originally met. This was our first date meeting. We had never met before. Our first date was at Ja Grill in Chicago, in Hyde Park, on January 6th of 2016. Just remembering everything about that day is hilarious. It's just hilarious. But we had such a good time.
We did. And that's why we end up really, I can say love at first sight, because we both had the same goals. Like, our goals that day was like, hey, end of the year, we're getting up out of here. We're moving. It's like, but until then, we're going to travel every damn place we can. So that's why we end up going to 6 or 7 different states.
Man, and January was like, we met, and then it was like to St. Louis.
St. Louis.
We went to Memphis.
Where else was it?
We went to Las Vegas.
California.
We went to California. All of this from January 2016 until about September 2016. And that's when we had decided, well, that's when Terrence, not we, Terrence, how did you tell me we were on the coast of moving?
I had an interview in Atlanta, and it was next week.
Could you imagine meeting someone in January? We had discussed our first date that we were trying to move. We were on the same path. But by September, this fool was like, okay, I got an interview in Atlanta. I'm trying to leave like this weekend. And I'm going to set stuff up for us so you can come down there. And I'm like, a secret? Like we talked about this, but we didn't say we were just going to wake up.
I was a man on a mission, and we got it all done. But we're at our grocery store. We got to do some shopping for our dinner. So YouTube, we will be continued. Until next time.